Greetings, my name is Pablo and I am here to share with you my method of African Yoga. It's also known as Menfesawe-Imani. It's a practice that comes out of the Nile Valley, ancient Egypt, Africa, ancient Africa. And I just want to share with you some basic flowing motion called hoodoo and a few postures. Of course, as well, I run classes, regular classes online, and I also run teacher training. And I run teacher training in Africa, in Kenya, and I also have a program where we train Africans on the continent, African Yoga, and we do it at a very minimum cost. And I'm currently running a project that will help to sustain this particular program, which is to train Africans on the continent this yogic practice. So I hope you do enjoy it, and please do donate. I'm asking for donations to our fundraising campaign to assist those who are doing our training program. Alright, so let us begin. We're going to start with going into a deep squat. Alright, so just follow my movements. If you're not used to it, just take your time. So the first movement is known as Nun, and it's like this. Inhale. You come all the way down into a deep squat like this. Bring in your elbows in between your knees, pressing the palms of your hands together. We call this Tawi, the balancing of the masculine and feminine principles. Then we're going to push the knees out with the elbows and lift the spine, so you make your spine nice and tall while your feet is flat and on the ground. Now, symbolically, we're balancing underwater. There is no earth nor sky. You're working your knees, your groin, your hips, your pelvis, your ankles. 3 deep breaths with me. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now, we're going to just gently push the sky up. So take your time. Inhale and push. Now extend the arms. Now expand your sky. Lovely. Now we're in the sky. So now I'm going to ask you to bring your feet together. I hope no one out there is dizzy. If you are, just lie down real quick. If not, just stay with me. I'm going to ask you to just bring your feet together now. We're going to go into a movement called Shu. It's like this. You inhale into your nostrils and rise on your toes. Bring the palms of your hands together over your head, arms beside your ears, and then exhale, blowing out the mouth. and gently floating down onto the ground. That's it, good. And again, inhale. Into the nostrils and just gently blowing out the mouth. Now let this be a continuous flowing motion. This is also known as a complete breath. Breathing into the nostrils, sending that breath all the way down below your navel, and then filling, and then exhaling, blowing out the mouth. Keep that flow going. Now we're working our phalanges and cuboids, metatarsals in the feet, exercising our toes, working the gastrocnemius muscles and the soleus muscles in our calves, lifting up the pectoralis muscles in our chest, stimulating our lungs, enhancing our sense of balance. Just keep flowing in this motion. Just imagine you're a large bird traveling across a vast blue sky. Breathe. That's it. You're flying. Now we're working the deltoid muscles in the shoulders, the trapezius, the infraspinatus and the supraspinatus, the teres minor, teres major, and rhomboids. These are muscles in your upper back. Just gently pulling your navel towards your spine to allow an enhanced stimulation of your lungs. Wonderful. Couple more now. Let's do this together. Just gently blowing out the mouth as you float down. And again, inhale. Deep breath into the nostrils. Exhale. And blow out. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to ask you just to roll out. Just like this. Kick out 2. Just loosen the body. Alright, now I'm going to ask you to just widen your stance, press your chin onto your collarbone, inhale into your nostrils, roll the chin just along the collarbone so the ear glances the shoulder, you blow out the mouth, inhale into your nostrils, roll to the other shoulder and blow out, and again, nice deep stretch of the neck. Lovely, just keep rolling just along your collarbone so the ear comes as close to your shoulder as you can. Now I'm going to ask you to roll onto the back of your head and stay on the back of the head now. Just rolling from shoulder to shoulder, easing the tension out of the neck and the shoulders. Now I'm going to ask you to roll your head all the way around. One direction now. Just keep flowing. Breathe into your nostrils and just gently blow out the mouth. Change direction. Now what we're doing is a movement called Shabul. Shabul is the meridian channels. That's what you would say in English, meridian. Electrical circuits in the body, change direction. Now what we're doing is we're easing tension out of the neck, the shoulders and the upper back. Change at your will now, as you feel. You might be experiencing crackling and crunchiness in the neck. generally normal when you have lots of tension, and it's often due to the crystallized synovial fluid that is trapped in the joints and the sinews, and you're working through the fascia of your neck. Change direction. Remember now to breathe into your nostrils. Blow out the mouth. So we're easing the tension out the neck, the shoulders, and the upper back. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to ask you just to, again, just loosen and jerk the shoulders. And now I'm going to ask you just to ground yourself now. Place your hands on your thighs and inhale and draw the hands up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, push down the back of the legs, the glutes, and around. Inhale, up. Expanding the chest. Exhale, down. So we're just doing some shoulder rolls, just to ease that tension. And one more. Up. And exhale, down the glutes, back of the legs, and hold. Now we're going to roll the shoulders forward. So you inhale up, draw the hands up, exhale, push down the thighs and through. And again, inhale up, exhale, down through the thighs and around and up. Exhale, down through the thighs and around. And again, up. Again, just roll, loosening. And now we're gonna twist. So we're basically twisting our bodies to awaken our spine. Just make the arms nice and floppy. Now I'm gonna ask you to open up your arms and just feel the breeze, feel the wind. Call this movement Sham. Now Sham basically is one of the ancient names of the sun. And what we're doing is we're drawing life force, dynamic energy towards our bodies, preparing our bodies for movement. We work in the cervical, the thoracic, the lumbar. Region of our spine. And when you twist a little bit more, you also work the sacral region. Now I'm going to ask you to lean forward and sweep your mat. Throw your arms up in the air. Throw your arms right back, sweep the floor, twist the body so you're looking up towards the sky. Keep the legs as straight as you can. You want to pin your knees back. It is customary in Africa to sweep out our homes, our compounds, places that we're working in, places that we play in at dawn. This is what we're doing. We're preparing space. This is symbolic movement of preparing our space and cleansing our space. Okay, now just rise and keep twisting. Don't stop your motion. We're bringing this energy towards us. We're creating a vortex, a whirlpool. Now we're going to go into a movement called Ngoma. Ngoma means drum, circle, dance. The motion is like this. I'm going to open up my arms. Inhale, leaning back. Throwing my left arm back as I lean back. And exhale and sweep. Do the same on the other side. Inhale. That's it. Now do this with me, and you want to feel that flex in your hips. Gentle stretch in the thighs, little flex in your knees, little flex in your ankles. You're sweeping right across so that you're taking some tension from your lower back. You're opening up your chest, working your shoulders. You're flattening your stomach as you lean back, toning your abdominal muscles. We are using our breath and our rhythm, our coordination, our concentration. Breathe. Inhale, lean back, exhale, sweep. Inhale, lean back, exhale, sweep. It's good. That's the flow. Okay, great. Now I'm going to do a very basic African yoga movement, which is the two shoes, or shuti. Shoe and tefnut movement, or air movement, pulling and pushing the air. The motion is like this. Widen your stance. One arm is bent, just like this, and the other arm is straight. I'm going to inhale, push the air across, lean in to the side, and then I change and lean and push across. Now aim to keep your torso straight on as you're doing this movement, okay? It may look like I'm twisting, but I'm focused on keeping my torso straight on. So I'm not twisting my body like this, but what I'm doing is leaning and just pushing the air with my hands. One arm is very straight, locked at the elbows, and the other is bent. And we just keep alternating that movement using our coordination. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your arms across your chest and just keep flowing. Don't stop that motion, don't stop your movement, and of course breathe. Now you want this to be like a dance, nice and flowing, and constant and seamless. Use your breath and breathe. Now this series of movements that I'm doing is known as hoodoo. That's spelled H-U-D-U, hoodoo. Hoodoo is our form of Tai Chi, working with the elements, earth, water, air, and fire. Bring your arms across your waist now, just keep flowing. Breathe and flow. Just imagine you're like tall grass, just swaying in the wind, swaying in the breeze, like papyrus leaves. Just gently working your hips, stretching your legs, particularly the gracilis muscle just inside the legs, pushing into the knees nice and gently working your ankles. Now bring your hands across your knees and just keep flowing, don't stop. Breathe and flow. Beautiful. Keep that stretch going. Remember now, see this more as a dance and not an actual exercise. It's one of the keys to your flow. Breathe. Breathe. Now I'm going to ask you to acknowledge the earth. So we're going to bring our hands across our feet, as we acknowledge the great provider, the earth, sweeping right across. The earth provides us with food and shelter, clothing. Beautiful. That's it. Provides us with stability and strength. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your hands across your knees and don't stop your motion. Lovely. Bring your hands across your waist and just continue that flow. Breathe and flow. That's it. We're just pulling and pushing the air. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your hands across your chest. Remember this shape, this flow. Nice deep breaths. Breathe. Breathe. In African yoga, we use affirmations, word, sound, and power. So I'm going to ask you to repeat this affirmation after me. I balance my masculine energy easily and effortlessly. My feminine energy is beautifully balanced. I am perceptive and receptive. In perfect balance. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your hands across your eyes and just keep flowing. Don't stop your motion. Let it be a continuous movement. Breathe and flow. You're engaged now with the air. You are the air. You are the wind. You are the breeze. Breathe. Okay, now we're going to acknowledge the sky. So I'm going to ask you now to twist and swirl, pushing your arms up towards the sky. Let your wrists be soft. Let your hands be light. The motion of your hands will be like this. Twisting, swirling, you're pushing from your rib cage, rolling through and around your wrists. So you're twisting up, pushing up, lifting the shoulders, tucking in your navel. And that's what you want to do. You want that continuous flow. Push, twist, flow. Don't stop your motion. What we're doing is we're stimulating the lungs. We're actually expanding the bronchial cells, tubular cells, aorta cells in the lungs. Also opening up our heart energy seat, stimulating the heart. Breathe. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to bring your hands across your face and push, pull, stretch, flow, push, pull, stretch, and flow, and lower your arms. Well done. Okay, we're going to do water movement. Now with water, you want to imagine that you are an ocean, a sea, a great lake. You want to imagine that you're a large body of water. So the motion's like this. I'm gonna expand the chest, lean back like I'm falling back, roll through my torso into the hips, pelvis, knees, feet, bum and chest, and rolling through the whole body. This is what it looks like from the side. So you inhale, Lean back, roll, bum, back into the chest, pelvis, knees, feet, and back up. The whole body becomes a complete wave. Okay, so with me now, inhale, lean back, exhale through your torso. Continuous motion, continuous flow. You are working the 33 vertebrae of your spine. This is the mechanics of the movement. But your meditation is that you're a large body of water. Beautiful. Continue that motion, nice and soft through your spine. Now, if you've got any issues with your back, then just take your time. Don't have to be large waves, it can just be subtle. It's a subtle motion, gently crunching the abdominal muscles. Breathe and flow. And just to get your mind and body into this positive vibration of the movement, I'm going to ask you to repeat this after me. I am water. I am soft. I am in constant motion. I am rhythmic. I am abundant, and I am fluid. Beautiful. We're going to just roll to the side now. Even your transition is nice and fluid. Good. So this is now rolling just to one side. You're pushing down into the standing back leg right here, and just pushing back up. Breathe and roll. Expanding and contracting just like water. So expanding and contracting intercostal muscles under the rib cage and toning the abdominal muscles. Nice and fluid. You want to visualize and see your spine moving like a water snake through a river. Nice and fluid. We're going to go to the other side now. Just take your time. Breathe and flow, just like so. Now we call this movement the movement of Tefnut, water movement. Tefnut would be like your Yemaya, your Ushun in ancient Egypt. She is water, from the oceans to the seas, to the Great Lakes, to the rivers, right down to moisture and to the cellular levels. Breathe, 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 breathe. Good. What you're doing is you're generating energy through your spine. Some call this energy chi, some call it ki, some call it prana, some call it kundalini. Some call it umbelini, and we call it sekem, raw force, raw energy. Okay, I'm forward now. Kindly repeat this customary water affirmation after me. I am in the rhythm and flow of an ever-changing life. I am fluid. Now I'm going to ask you all to freestyle. Just express yourself. Be as fluid as you can. Bring all your entire body into your watery movement. Remember, you are an ocean, a sea, a river. You are vast, deep, powerful, subtle, uncontainable, unstoppable, unpredictable, emotional. That's it, just express yourself, don't hold back, don't suppress, use your entire body and open up those watery waves through your entire being. Water cleanses, purifies. That's it, breathe. Refreshes, rejuvenates, gives life. Express yourself. Move like no one's watching. Flow and roll. Okay, lovely. Okay, we're gonna go to fire now. So I'm gonna ask you to bend your knees. Make like you're sitting. Place your hands on your hips. And begin to rotate the hips while keeping your shoulders and your upper back nice and steady. Also want to keep your head as steady as you can as you rotate your hips. Breathe and flow. Change direction. Imagine that you are actually drawing circles on the ground with your hips. Breathe and flow. Change direction. Breathe. Breathe. Change direction. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to ask you now to just bend the knees, drop down, more like you're sitting, and continue to rotate. Breathe. Change direction. Lovely. Keep it going. Breathe. Change direction. Breathe. We are working our knees, quadriceps, the muscles in the thighs, the iliac and pelvic muscles, muscles in the groin area, the gluteus muscles, muscles in the bum. We're toning up our glutes. Change direction. We're bringing more strength, more tone, and more stamina to the legs. And of course, we're raising the fire energy from the ground. Breathe and flow. Change direction. Don't stop your motion. Now, if you are feeling the fire, you want to raise that fire beyond your legs. Move it up the spine. Once it's up into the spine, just allow it to infuse throughout your entire body. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Change direction. Lovely. And hold and rise. Point your toes forward, place your hands onto your kidneys. Inhale, lean forward, pin your knees back. Roll down nice and slowly. Bring the head towards the floor and blow out the mouth. Now we're going to rotate the whole torso. So I'm going to ask you now to swing your head across your knees, roll all the way back, pushing your pelvis forward, and exhale across the knees. So you inhale, swing across, and exhale. And again, inhale, and exhale. Inhale as you rise up, and exhale as you sweep. Change direction. Inhale. Now we're opening up our pelvis and our torso, working the hamstrings as we sweep across the knees, easing tension from the lower back. Just keep that flow going. Just a couple more. Beautiful. Hold, hold, and just rise. Now I'm going to ask you to just shuffle your feet in now. Just a little shuffle. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do what's called flexible palm tree, all right? So place the back of your hand in your lower back. The other arm comes right up onto the ear and the hand points towards the sky. Now, I'm going to ask you to inhale and lean, retain your breath, turn your head towards the sky, root your feet into the ground, and exhale and out. Inhale. So we're doing the other side, same thing, lean, retain the breath, turn the head towards the sky, root your feet into the ground, and exhale and out. Change, deepening the stretch, inhale. You're a very flexible palm tree, being able to withstand strong winds, hurricanes, tornadoes. Exhale and out. Inhale. You bend, but you do not break. Deepening the stretch. Exhale and out. And again, inhale. Now we're going to move into a moringa tree. Moringa tree, just let the hands drop and just roll down, pulling yourself down into the ground. Breathe normally. Now what these side bends are doing is that they're enhancing the flexibility of your hip and your torso. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Inhale. So from palm tree to moringa tree, these bends are also toning your abdominal muscles. They're releasing tension, anxiety, worry, and doubt. This is how they work psychologically and out. Now I'm going to ask you to just lie down on your backs and relax. We're moving to some smile breathing. Palms are turned up towards the sky. We'll ask you to inhale into your nostrils. push your navel up towards the sky. And exhale and pull the navel back towards your spine, pulling back to the earth. Inhale and gently push. Breathing a little bit below your navel, pushing the navel up, connecting to the sky, and exhale and pull back towards your spine, connecting to the earth. A few more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. So just easing tension out of your body. Continue to breathe. Breathe at your own pace. And with each exhale, just begin to relax your body, easing the tension out. Now I'm going to ask you to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Circulate your wrists. Circulate your ankles. Alternate the movement as you feel. You can stretch your arms back. Just continue to activate the synovial fluid in your joints through your rotations. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your knees up towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a good hug and a good squeeze. Okay, we're going to go into Katuf Bagoma shoulder stand. I'm going to ask you to bring your elbows down into the ground. Use your lower abdominal muscles to elevate you onto your shoulders and then extend through the legs, pushing directly up. Place the hands on your waist. Make sure the fingers are pointing towards the spine. And just hold for a few moments. Nice deep breaths. Now I'm going to ask you to bring both feet over as far as they can go. Moving into what we call Geb the plow. When we say Geb, we're speaking of the earth. And just hold this position. Breathe. Create space between your chin and your collarbone. You're stimulating your thyroid gland, balancing your hormones, and regulating your body weight. Unless you're very comfortable in this position, don't release your hands from your back. Now I'm going to ask you to release your hands from your back by placing the palms of your hands down on the mat and hold. And exhale and lower. Enhancing the elasticity of the legs, flexibility of your spine, stimulating your digestive system and your colon. And now, just release. I'm going to ask you just to turn on your mat and please sit in a cross-legged position. Just going to ask you just to sit just with me just for a minute. I'm going to ask you just to roll your pelvis forward, lift up your spine, roll the spine down. And just gently close your eyes. Now I'm going to ask you to breathe in and out of your nostrils. Just feel the air flowing into your nostrils, the air flowing out. Feel your belly pushing against your clothing as you breathe in and exhale, pulling the navel back towards your spine. Relax the shoulders, relax your arms. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Just relax the muscles in your face. Relax your feet. Relax your legs. A few more breaths. Breathe. Wonderful. Now I'm going to ask you just to gently open your eyes and cross your legs. Just roll up onto your toes. Extend the legs without fully rising. Chin placed on the collarbone. And just gently unravel your spine, just rolling up your body. Beautiful. Okay, this is how we end our sessions. We cross the arm, left first across the chest, then the right over the left. We send peace and respect by bowing, and we use an ancient African word, Hotep, meaning peace, tranquility, serenity, and satisfaction. We bow. Hotep. So I bow to you, sending you peace, tranquility, serenity, and satisfaction. Hotep. Our session is ended. I want to thank you all. And please do check out my website, which is www.pabloimanimethod.com. And thank you very much for joining my session. Hotep.